Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful time out there in YouTube land. Let's check it out. We're going to get into Bitcoin. I'm going to tell you how I know where Bitcoin is going. And I've been spot on for months now, and I'm going to continue to do that for you guys every single day. So, if you do the TA like me, you don't have to worry as much as other people because the knowledge will be there for you. Okay? All right. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. I am live right now. See where everyone's at. Boom. Let me make sure the stream is looking good. I'm about to have a daily candle close here on Bitcoin in 3 hours. Oh, we'll take a look at the daily 4-hour candle close. So the daily candle just closed. All right, so this is beautiful. The next candle closes, and that was a nice, strong candle close. So let's look at that daily candle. Opened at 35.8, went to as low as 34.8, which is great. That's really the wick because 35 was the one you really didn't want to go lower than 35K, honestly, in my opinion. And then we see that it closed at 36.6. Unbelievable. So beautiful close on that daily candle. We really didn't want to see a candle close anywhere below 35K. We would have been in some big trouble. Okay. All right. Let me just make sure that the audio is sounding good. Honestly, in my opinion. And then unbelievable audio. We're doing well here. Let me move this chat over this box so we can see the chat nice and neat. Shout out to Brett B. Rad on crypto, my man. Thank you for coming in. Bagwell. What time do you call this, dude? What time do you call this, dude? Oh, yeah, because you're in Ireland and you're like up in the middle of the night. Is that what it is? I'm at the gym watching. Hey, Lifer. Hey, man, what's going on? 136 Bitcoin has just been transferred from Coinbase to a wallet. That's great news. That means they're taking Bitcoin off the exchange. Shout out to everyone watching. We got 7 people watching. Let's hit that 7 likes. Let's get those likes matching up the watches, and let's keep it moving. So I'm going to give you my prediction for Bitcoin. Clearly, I've been working on it for a few days now. Little by little, just adding and adding. And look, the daily is double bottomed on the stochastics. This is a beautiful sign. So the daily is ready to rock. We had our boom. We're ready to go. We also had a double bottom here, which I have done nicely in yellow for you guys. And that establishes a high up to $54,000 Bitcoin. That's right, $54,000 Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to go up by 18K. That's a 50% gain for Bitcoin. Yes, it is, my friend. 45% gains to be exact. And I'm the only one saying this. I don't think you go to any other channel. No 54K out there exactly. I'm giving you the number to the T. 54K. What's up, dude? Yep, 12:52. It's 11 a.m. in Australia. Shout out to everyone out there, man. Thank you guys so much for joining the live stream. It is 7:52 on a Monday night. Would have been watching Monday Night Football, but Monday Night Football is over. So we can get into the crypto now. Unbelievable. No more distractions for crypto. Now we have a bullish MACD cross coming right here. As you can see on the MACD. Beautiful sign. And we have a double bottom coming. Now let's look at the 3-day. 3 days still a little extended, but as I tell you before, the Stokes really run the MACD, and the 3-day Stokes are getting low, telling me that Bitcoin's revving. I don't really think the 3-day is going to interact too much with the 21-day moving average. I think they're going to kind of go up together, and I think they're going to kiss somewhere up here around 54K. At least that's what I see being conveyed to me from the charts. So right off the bat, 4 hours looking really good. Would you short a 4-hour that looked like this? I wouldn't. I would never short a bullish MACD like this. And I can show you that most of the pain comes from this area here. So this is where I'm going to show you why I know good news when I see it. We hit Alt V right here, okay? And I'm going to position ourselves on the Bitcoin here. Now, the green, we lose during the white and the red. And we are already through most of the white and most of the red. And you can see we even had some move up. We had some upward movement inside of what should have been just complete bearishness down. We should have definitely come and retested this 20,000 area. Definitely should have at least tested 24K. The fact that we didn't tells me that there's extreme buy pressure. The fact that we created a higher low. So Bitcoin came down, made a low. Came up, made a lower high, but then it made a higher low. Now we just need to put up a higher high. So Bitcoin on that daily in the next 3 or 4 days needs to break 40,000 and make a higher high. We make this higher high above here, then we continue to make a higher high above there, and that would break us up out of this pattern. And this is a bullish pattern. This is a bull pennant. You can clearly see it's a bull pennant with a double touch. It's two bullish patterns. It's a bull pennant, which is 68% chance of break to the upside, and it's a double bottom with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. So you have a double bullish confirmation. You also have the MACD and the Stokes in your favor. What else more do you need? Let's keep it simple here, guys. Let's not overcomplicate things. Bitcoin is bullish. It's in a bullish pattern, and it's bullish. Very, very simple. 68% of the time, this pattern plays out in our favor. So why don't we go with that? B-Rad on crypto. BTC, the dog is going to drag Ethereum to the cat. 1410. Yep. Newbies be bearish to 22. And the experienced people know we are still in a bullish sentiment. Hi, Libert. Wow, what's going on? Muser, man, my man. Luke L, what's going on? Luke, haven't seen you in the live stream. Probably good for your time. I know you work hard. You're up early doing a lot of stuff with the construction company. It's got to be a lot. So check it out. Bitcoin going up to 54K. I would advise a really good place to load up, in my opinion. Again, this isn't financial advice, but let me explain why. Let me try to help you understand this so you can do these things by yourself. That's the point. My whole thing is I could pass away tomorrow. And I would like that if I did pass away tomorrow, every single person that was watching my stream or people in my group, they would be able to see and know how to do what I do. Because I'm not a scientist, I'm not a magician, I'm just someone who's spent hours and hours doing what I love, which is charting, and I have passion for it. If you have passion for anything, it's going to come through in how you behave, how you act. That's why you really want to do things that make you passionate about life, right? That way your life won't feel, your job will feel like a passion, you know? And that's what I'm doing with crypto daily. So if we look at the 1 hour, we just had a MACD cross. We have a double bottom here. We have room to come up to the top of the pattern. So, yeah, we're going to talk about 1 inches too. We're going to get into 1 inch. I got into 1 inch around 130. I was talking to you guys about 1 inch. We talked about it on the channel numerous times. It actually was the first thing I brought up one day on the live stream, like right as I started the live stream. I think I even brought it up before Bitcoin, which I never do. But I did that about 2 to 3 days ago because 1 inch was right there. My ticket requests are .KSM. Also looking onto the KSM dot chart. That's a smart move. Interesting. B-Rad on crypto. Thank you for letting me know, my boy. Crypto Lifer is streaming. Yeah, guys, always check the DMs in the Telegram because I'm always going to send it into the Telegram. I kept telling everyone VeChain. VeChain was going to be the one to watch. Why did I understand VeChain? Honestly, you didn't need a lot of this stuff. I know it's crazy, but you don't even have to look at the charts. And you guys are going to say, what is he saying? Well, look at VeChain. I was looking at it on my phone, right? Just my phone. And watching the price action the past 3 days. And remember, we pumped all the way up. We're going to find it in a second. Yeah, there it is. We pumped all the way up to that 3-2 region, right? And you knew that was the sell, that hard sell, right? But then look, we made the inverted head and shoulder. Head, shoulder, shoulder. Then you put a split on that and you know you're going to go all the way back up to about 3.5 cents. So there is our target out of the bull flag up to 3.5 cents. I put this out there as a call for everybody to enter here. Enter on the green line was about the area around there and about 2.7 area, 2.5 even. Put a stop loss right down here back into the pattern. So the green line was the entry. Stop loss was right here. You'd be killing it had you taken that call. So shout out to anyone who took the call on VeChain. But to me, it was just obvious that it was done consolidating. Also, I know on the live stream, I had pulled a fib for you guys. And when you pull the fib and it goes to the 618, I mean, you kind of have to take a buy. Like, look at that. I circled it. It's still circled there. 618. So you got a 618 retracement with an inverted head and shoulders. If you don't know how to play that, then you just haven't watched my channel enough. And that is probably the easiest trade you could make in your life. A 618 retracement with an inverted head and shoulder. I mean, boom, boom, bam. Beautiful. So anyway, that was a call that I made on the channel. Again, this isn't financial advice. Get yourself a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. We just love to speculate. We have a blast doing that. Yeah. Don't do anything you see me do on this channel. Don't do it. But join the Telegram group and get to know me and get to know the group. And one thing I really want to stress right now is this double bottom on waves. You can see it's a clear double bottom. I mean, it's waving at us. Waves for the win. Let me do something kind of funny right now because it is waves for the win. So you can type it in right here. I mean, put a I and put a W and make it nice and big because waves for the win. Look at that. W-I-N, win. So, waves for the win. W waves for the win. You guys be like, what is he saying? This guy's out of his mind. But, I mean, look at that. That's a clear, beautiful double bottom if I've ever seen one, okay? Take a look at that 4 hour. We are getting across to the downside. Stokes want to reset. I say we just go sideways here for a little while waves resets inside of this flag. But waves for the win. Double bottom. It double bottomed here with the bullish divergence, broke out of the pattern, and you can see its target is all the way back up here to new all-time highs at 1147. Waves will consolidate in this area. 665 was the breakout price. I talked about it yesterday. I did personally go into waves at 665. I have something to tell you guys that's a big deal for me. I've been holding XRP for years. I have not given up on XRP. I think XRP is going to be amazing, but I sold my XRP bags. I did. I was holding about 20,000. I didn't sell all of them. I was holding 20,000. I sold 16,000. I sold 75% of my XRP bags. That rendered me about $5,000. All right. And about 4,700 in total. What did I do? I put 2,700 into waves and I put 2,700 into sand. Tsunami coming. Watch out for the waves. Yeah. And why did I pick sand? Why did I pick waves? Well, I talked about sand with you guys. And I really made you, I was really apparent about something here. So here's a big deal. So just so you guys know, we went over Bitcoin. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. You could clearly see that I'm bullish on Bitcoin. So here's sand right here, waiting in the eaves, right? And I have it projected to do this. This is my projection for sand. And to get all the way back up to 14 cents, faster than you could believe, right? And that would be a beautiful 3x. Getting sand below 5 cents was like getting VeChain below 2 cents. Sand was sitting at 4.5, 5 cents like this in this consolidation bowl, just like our friend, and I'm going to show you DOT. So I'm making a comparison here. I'm really good at finding patterns and remembering which coin had what pattern and then kind of coupling them into complacency. But you can see here, we have DOT, okay? Now, DOT eerily looked just very similar to sand. You can see it. It was like this. It was just, it came up on the side and then just had consolidated moves. Now, DOT was sitting between, it went as low as 378, but it really was between $4.50 and $5 was your consolidation. We had one peak up there to the 615 area. We would come all the way back and double bottom in the 460, 462 area, 450 even. And then we would just absolutely erupt out of consolidation. So I took DOT's chart, this piece here out of DOT, and I threw it over here. And so far, we are matching this exactly. We do need to break resistance, but once we break this 5-6 resistance, I mean, we're gapping all the way up to 6.3. And then really, there's nothing, guys. Look at that. Then once you get to 6.3, which is only a cent away, and you've been seeing these coins move, this is about to explode. This is a call on calls. They pump in every coin. So you can see, you got to check the list off, right? Sand did not get its pump yet, baby. And sand's a big coin. You have a lot of kids into it. It's a utility coin with its own video game. People buying sand, selling sand. They're having auctions of land in sand. Sand is going to get big. It's already big, in my opinion. Inverted head and shoulder. Head, bit of a right shoulder. So a giant inverted head and shoulder. So that's going for you. You're in the bowl. My call of the night, my call of the day, my call of the week is sand. And I have $2,000 in sand at 4.6, I believe. And I am up already in sand. Let me take a look at what I'm doing here. Okay. Let's take a look. In my blockfolio is what I'm checking out. Okay. So sand. Fast trade too. So sand put about, I guess it was like 1950, and it's now 22.85. So we're already up about $300 on sand, which is about 10%, honestly. Yeah. So obviously made some money that I wouldn't have had I stayed in XRP. Now the plan is to let these double and triple up, sell them on the highs, and slowly DCA back in to my baby. Now, XRP is looking a little bullish right now too, which scares me a little bit. You can see it's in a bit of a pennant, which of course now I'm going to be a little more unbiased now that I don't even own it, right? I'm actually FOMOing for the idea, damn, like, wow. So right now it's looking bullish, right? It could break out of this and get all the way back up to 43 cents XRP. It's in the bowl. It is consolidating. We do have a MACD cross. Lack of bullish momentum though here. You can see that the hill wasn't too high, and we're creeping back down on the 4 hour on the Stokes. So it tells me that maybe this will break down out of this pattern, but we'll see. We're coiling up. So my plan is, you guys, let me know in the comment section. What do you think of that idea? Selling my XRP for sand and waves, especially right now. Why am I getting into sand? Why am I getting into waves? Ocean as well. Sand, waves, and ocean. I've repeated it in the last 3 days to about 5 or 6 people, different trade groups that I'm in, different people that I'm talking to. I'm saying, I'm playing sand, ocean, and waves. Okay? So let's take a look at the calls. Now, waves is pretty simple. Okay? Why I'm getting into waves and why I'm making a point to talk about waves tonight. Number one, I've been on waves for a while. Okay, I traded it back when it went all the way to 9 from 6. I made a nice couple grand on waves. So I got up in here, traded. I think I sold around 8.18, something like that. I never got the entire top of it, but I got in somewhere around 4, sold at 6, got in again at 6, sold at 8. I ran this run up and I had a good time doing it. Now you can clearly see. Let's get back into the big chart here for waves. It does that too. It likes to use the one on the left, not the one on the right, I've noticed. Even if you're selected on the one on the right, it doesn't matter. It uses your left screen as your main screen, regardless, right? So here's waves at 771. Now, waves for the win, right? I'll delete that in there. It's funny. But waves for the win. You can see on the daily how clear and concise it is. It looks like it's just going to go sideways here and then kind of make its way up out of this bull flag. So waves is doing great, in my opinion. Looking really nice. Now, waves was down here at $1.49 only in July, right? Pumped up with the rest of the coins to 4, did a 4x, and then it consolidated throughout October in this area. It was the first coin to pump, okay? It pumped through the month of November when every other coin was just kind of chilling, and Bitcoin, even days when Bitcoin was kind of going down even, this thing continued to pump. And so this thing started to make a move up. Yeah. Beach sounds. Hold on. We're not. Let's get that. Hold on. We're not there yet. Just why not? We're talking about sand, beach, and waves, right? So let me just hit you guys with that beach sound. I kill me. Anyway, sand, waves, and ocean, man. And I'm a sailor. Grew up on an island. Shout out to XRP Muser, my dude. And sorry I sold my XRP Muser. I know, but believe me, I'm not giving up on it. I'm going to gobble it back up around 18 cents. When they take it off of Coinbase, I think it's going to have a little bit of a pull down. You can just see the whole world can't trade it, right? And the whole world can trade other coins. So it's like if you were a guy trying to find a girlfriend and you went to a beach with no women on it, or you went to a beach with all the ladies on it. To me, trading waves and sand is like going to the popular beach. Selling XRP is like leaving the beach where no one was at, right? So, you know. Yeah, we're going to get into VeChain as well. You know, I'll get into every bag I own. If you guys are happy with that, you want me to tell you every single bag that I own and how much? If you guys want to know what bags I own and how much of each bag, let me know, and I'll let you know. Yeah. Well, they've had a deal with BMW for a long, long time. But I haven't heard of the DHL. That's new to me. So that's actually impressive. I also know they have a deal with Louis Vuitton, and I know they have a deal with Walmart. You got BMW, Walmart, Louis Vuitton. Big, big news coming out of VeChain. If you sleep on VeChain, oh, come on, man. They're making real-world connections with big-time companies like VeChain, man. VeChain. Anyway. Yeah, I saw VeThor was pumping 100% today. Interesting. I don't have any VeThor. You know, forgot about that gas on VeChain. I don't think VeChain's going to go below 3 cents again, honestly. All coins are flying. They didn't give up any of their gains. So they're doing really, 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 really well. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Wrenchy T, B-Rad, my man, Hadouken, XRP Muser, Bagwell33, Trade Intuition, give you both names, Joe, Chrissy Fouts, XRP Muser, Hadouken, Luke L, B-Rad, and every single person out here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. And if you're not commenting and you're there, I love you too. I love you too. Thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. We're talking about sand, ocean, and waves today. So why waves? Well, waves went all the way from 320 all the way up to a nice spike of 878. It would come back down to 543, but to come all the way back up to new highs at about 950, 936, 940 area, it would come back down and form this wedge, and now it is broken out of the channel that it's been in. And you can tell it's starting to flag. So when I see a coin that does this in a bull market, and it's a wanted coin with institutional love. And look, where did it bounce? The 618, folks. The 618 retracement. I can't go over this enough. I can't talk about it enough, right? So now we can probably try to find our Fibonacci extensions, right? So we bounced off the 618. So you already knew that it came down to a wonderful level of consolidation. It now broke out of a bullish pattern, 68% chance of a completion to the target at 1156. So how does the waves chart compare to what theta did? Yeah, I mean, to me, waves already kind of did a theta, though. Waves was theta in before theta. Waves did this in November. So remember, waves really started alt season. No one realizes that. Waves started alt season. Waves started to move when nothing else. Waves was the first coin to break out of these bulls. And see, this is what I'm talking about when I bring up that bull on sand, guys. See these bulls? It's only a matter of time. When the bulls get to the end, they go up just like they came from the top to get in. And they will explode. 2 years this month. Why don't you be mean again? I was mean to my friend today, Chris Collin, because he was rude. And I don't I don't lie about my behavior, man. Honestly, you know? I have someone, I could actually read what he said if you guys want me to read what he said to me. He said, your calls are whack. Whatever. I don't want to be rude, man. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it, but when people personally attack my YouTube channel and say that my calls are garbage, it gets a little offensive to me because I put my life and soul into this. Especially someone that doesn't even know what a 618 retracement is or doesn't take the time to learn it, right? So you can criticize me all you want if you have TA to back it up. Then come at me all you want. Let's have a TA battle. Let's go in. But I'm serious about this, and I do this for a living. And I have proof that my calls actually do produce wealth because I have the proof of my own. I have the proof of my own subscribers. I know what is happening in the markets. Like right now, I just told you Bitcoin going to 54K. Now people say, oh, it's not a 54K tomorrow. I'll get texts from friends that say, Bitcoin's not a 54K like you said, like 2 days later. And I'm like, it doesn't happen like that, number one. Number two, you need to learn how to draw the same patterns as me, right? And then you can learn. And honestly, anyone who comes to my live streams, I'm giving you all the opportunities to learn everything that you can. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you can learn, it's all right here for you. So if you want to take your life seriously and you really want to if you want to make money from home, I'm giving you it. I'm giving you how to do it right here. by yourself. You don't even have to replicate what I do. You can just take what I'm teaching and do it yourself. Like, someone the other day said, where's Bitcoin support, right? And I said, what do you mean where's Bitcoin support? You know where Bitcoin support is, right? Like, I've showed you. Like, you've been, and I know that person. He had been on my live stream numerous times. And I might be hard on you guys, but you want someone that's just, like, easy going all the time? Shout out to the new subscriber, man. Thank you so much for coming on in to the live stream and hitting that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. So I'm not going to be your granddaddy. I'm not going to be your mama. You know, I'm not. I'm going to be hard on you, right? But I'm going to make you a good trader, and I'm going to make you a good investor. And if that's what you came here for, then that's what you're going to get, okay? If you wanted me to talk to you like a little kid and treat you like, you know, oh, everything's going to be fine. Oh, you're going to do it nice next time. This isn't the place for you. Now, if you want it bad and you want to learn and you want to be around progressive people that are pushing forward, then yes, this is the place for you. So I don't like being attacked by my family and friends. And I don't like getting side comments from my family and friends, especially people who don't put in the work. If you don't put in the work, I really don't want to talk to you. I'm dead honest. Like, I'm dead honest. Like, we kick freeloaders out of my group all the time in my Telegram. You know what I'm saying? No one's getting a spanking. I'm not trying to spank anybody. All right? That's getting a little funky. But it's just weird, man. When I have almost 1,000 subscribers, 200 people in a Telegram group, I've taken it all from absolute zero, like absolute zero, right? So if my calls were garbage, how would I have gone from 100 to 800? If my calls were garbage, how would my room grow? How would my trading room grow? If my calls were garbage, if everything I did here was absolute garbage, I just don't understand how I would be progressing. So anyway, let's not focus on that. But he went on to comment right now and say I was mean. And you know, I was a little mean. I'm not going to tell you guys I'm the nicest guy in the world. I'm a human being. I have happy, sad, laughter, right? Anger. I have all the emotions all of you have. Because I'm on YouTube, I have to be perfect? No. I do try to respect everybody and be nice to everybody. But I don't like being disrespected. I don't. And when I work really hard for something that I've created and someone's spreading false nonsense, then I do get offended, you know. Anyway, let's look at DeFi Perp. Now, DeFi Perp, I had it going all the way up here to 180. We went to 1258. DeFi is on a tear. You can see DeFi is now in all-time highs. So DeFi has just been like, it's like a lion they just let out the cage. And my friends, look at this move we're getting. We clearly went right past my target on DeFi Perp. These are a basket of all the biggest DeFis put together and giving you a market cap. So you want to check out DeFi Perp. That's another reason why you come to my channel, because the second DeFi Perp came up, we started talking about it on TradingView. So we didn't wait 1 second to give you the proper data that you needed to make amends and make those monies, right? Respect, homie. Yo, thank you very much, man. And I feel bad, honestly. I did, because the person that I was mean to was my friend that I've known for 20 years, you know? But I basically was like, how do you make your money? I've asked you for years, and you've never told me how you make your money. I've known him for 20 years. He's never told me how he makes his money. He's my only friend. I have hundreds of friends. I know, and I know you're not supposed to know, but I know, you know, once you get to know someone, knowing how they make their money is getting to know them. Like my neighbor over there, he's a retired electrician. My neighbor over here is a retired electrician. The lady across the street works at a school. Like, these are random people in my life, and I know what they do for a living. I have one friend, he just refuses to tell me what he does for a living. Refuses. He could even just look at me and say, hey, it's something I don't want you to know, like, and give me a wink, and I'd leave him alone. He don't even do that. It's like he just, I don't know, it's like he likes me to stay in total confusion. Anyway, we're taking a look at Cake, BUSD, right? And I saw Cake was in this cup and handle. Then it formed another bull flag, and I said, Cake is on its way to 81. It is pretty clear to me. So I jumped into Cake around 55 right here at the end of this wedge, and I started mining that. I started doing the reef thing, farming that reef, right? So instead of hating on me, again, my friend could be buying Cake and farming reef, but that's too much for him. That's too much for him. He'd rather just hate on me and talk ish about my calls. Anyway, I'm done. I'm going to move on. DeFiPulse.com. Are you talking about TVK? Yeah, it's going up and up. Yeah, DeFi Pulse is going to rip. Sam, you do a great job helping everyone. Thank you, Bagwell33. Respect, homie. YFI heating up. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take cake with it. Cream has been on a bit of a run. Have you guys looked at Cream? Cream's been on a bit of a run, all the way up at 199. Look at Cream doing its thing. I mean, I looked at the other day. I was like, wait, wasn't that like $60, $70 coin? And boom, went to all-time highs faster than you can say. Boom. This thing's up at 190. And the thing what I want to talk about too, guys, is if you go to the 1 hour, all these things are flagging. They're showing no signs of cooling off. They're saying, you know what? We have spoken. The floodgates are open. They're printing money left and right. We want to get into assets that make us a killing. Billionaires and millionaires. The rich are the rich. This is going to go up to 298. 298 from where it's at now. If it breaks out of that bull flag, which, I mean, things have been doing over and over again. So check out the website. I'll put the link in the Telegram. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And that's why I love the stream. We have a Telegram group, and you guys can interact with us in the Telegram group during the live stream. Cody. I talk about Cody all the time. It was in this pennant here. I said it would break out to the top. It did a beautiful retest, bounced all the way up, and it's going to go to its target here at 8. I have no more capital for Cody, but honestly, I also showed you Cody was in a cup and handle. See that? So Cody was in a cup and handle. All these cup and handles broke to the upside. Every single one of them. And then we get to all-time highs. This is really where you want to be trading. When coins are breaking out of these cup and handles into the all-time highs. If you didn't get in before a lot of these broke out, if you were spending time trading, trading futures, chasing your tail, it was the time to accumulate. When you saw me, remember I stopped live trading around November, and I started changing my tune, and I started saying, guys, I think it's time that we get in. Expect the unexpected. Where have you been? The last few streams, like, you disappeared. I was like, yo, my number one, you were like riding up a storm every day. I've been trying to catch your live, but every time I check, you out, you done. Yeah, because, well, where are you at? We usually do 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Today I decided to do a night one because I woke up and there was just too many things to get done. My daughter wanted breakfast. I had to go pick something up for her. There was just stuff going on, and I was just like, man, it's just different time. Can't catch him. Yeah. Well, you caught me now, so let's just be happy. We're in the present time. It's all about being in Zen mode, man. You can hear we have the waves in the background. We got the seagulls, just relax. We're on the beach. We're chilling. Yeah, we do have a different time. Well, thank you for finding me, and thank you for coming on in. That means the world to me, that you saw that I was live, and you were like, yo, there's my dude. I'm jumping on in. So we're talking about Cody here, breaking out of these cup and handles. I mean, cup and handles all day. We should call it the month of the cup and handle. December and January were the cup and handle months. I mean, boom, boom, boom. And this is why you study the way we study. And this is why we practice what we practice, because we're able to make gains off of patterns. We know how to see the patterns. Most people, guys, they just see this. They just see this. They have no idea what this means. But we see cup and handles. We see targets. We see entries. We understand what's happening inside of the space in front of us. EGLD about to have a rip like you wouldn't believe. About to go to all-time highs. Again. How many have you seen this? Now, look, this is a pattern we see over and over again. I'm going to bring it out because we saw it in VeChain, and I'm going to show it to you in VeChain yet again. You can see we're in this cup and handle too. Look, I drew a cup and handle here. Look at this cup, handle, boom, and we go all the way back up to 48 for EGLD. Now, you can also put it in this bull flag. Something like this. And how much does this look just like VeChain with the inverted head and shoulder? I'm telling you, man, when I see bullish patterns doubled into bullish patterns, so you have a head and shoulder, there's your head, there's your shoulder, boom, right? Head and shoulder, boom. And then that can release all the way back up to 48.65. So there we see EGLD going all the way to 48 from 39. I mean, that's going to render you 26% gain. So look, inverted head and shoulder. And you'd be like, when do I get in? Like, when's beautiful right now? It's forming a bull flag as we speak. Go to the 30-minute or the 15-minute and look for a flag. Get yourself into the bottom of that flag, and that's how you do it. So if I'm making a call and you guys are like, well, it already happened, Crypto Lifer, well, this is what you do. You take my call that I gave you. First thing you do is you go to the where I gave you the call. Like I gave you the call in the 4 hour. Draw these patterns that I draw. Redraw the same patterns that I draw. Draw the cup. Draw this. Draw that. Draw it all. Draw it out. If you need help, DM me and say, hey, I had some issues. Yes, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Eastern time. I lost a lot of money trying to swing trade. No, number one, the word try is the worst try in the English language. I'm going to go try and open that door. Can you open that door? Yeah, I'll try. Hey, could you pick me up tomorrow after the game around 3 o'clock? Yeah, I could try. I could try to do that. That's not yes, I'll be there, right? So we want to get the word try out of our vocabulary. It's not a good word. It means that you may or may not do something, right? And that's why you lost the money, because you tried to swing trade. It's going to sound horrible saying that way, but it's a fact, right? So we take a look at EGLD. It's inside of a bull flag, right? So expect the unexpected. You just got to study your patterns and play the ones that break out 68% of the time. Use the probability that another man has already given. See, that's the thing. What people don't realize about my trading strategy is I'm taking things that all the traders in the past have already given us, and then we're using that to make a call, right? So we're taking everything that happened in the past and we're using that to make a call in the future. So when they tell us that these patterns break out 68% of the time, no, I feel you. No, I feel horrible that you lost money. I feel horrible that you lost money. I do. OMG, man. Dang. Yep. Just so there's always going to be a coin ripping. LTO is ripping. Look at LTO. I have LTO in this going all the way up to 29. Now, if I had enough money, I could put myself in every one of these, but I just couldn't. But look, every flag that I have drawn is going to the target. Just tuned in. Robert Cox, man, thank you so much for coming on in. I don't know how to well, you got to start somewhere. Expect the unexpected. Saying that you don't know how to do something, yeah, that's okay. I do that sometimes. Today I said, damn, you lost $5,000? That's so sad, yo. See? And all you have to do is buy and hold, man. If you just held whatever you sold, probably for 3 more weeks, you probably would have been in the money. You know? You probably would have been in the money. LTO is a coin I talk about. Not many people discuss. Not many people go over it. LTO is hot. It's going to make some moves. Big gains. The sad thing is, a lot of these gains have happened already, right? Like, you needed to start accumulating at the end of November into December area. See this December 20th, 15th? This is really where you wanted to start getting into a lot of this stuff. Yeah, EOS is unexpected. A lot of people thought it would pump. It really hasn't yet. Kusama, man, doing its thing into all-time highs. Look at, I had a projection of it going up to about 97. It blasted through that. Look at DeFi, just absolutely killing it, man. Look at, this is another bit of a cup and handle. These cup and handles exploded all over the place. Let's take a look at the tickers. Renchi wanted me to go over. We go back in here somewhere. Renchi towards the beginning. I like that sand call. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Don't sleep on VeChain. Get a bag. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so if you guys want to know what coins I own and how much in each position, let me know. And I will disclose that tonight on the live stream. I did discuss Bitcoin. We go over it every time at the beginning of the stream. It's the first thing we go over at the beginning of the stream every time. Look at Aave back to 200 and ripping too. I mean, and this thing was just at 200. Came back down, formed a little bit of a flag, and then decides like, no, I'm just going to keep ripping. I'm just going to keep ripping. So this is about to go all the way up to about 247, 248 area from 205. So we're looking at some nice gains coming up out of here. So let's take a look at this. Boom, 21.5%. Boom. Yo. Yes, disclose it. Okay. Okay, there's one guy. If I get 5 people to say that you would like to know what coins I'm in and how much and the entry price, I'll break that down for you guys and I'll let you know. Stay tuned. It's a long list, so I hope you're ready. Now, I see this breaking out and going all the way to $248. He is the same guy from the other live. Yes, he is. He is. He is the same guy. Renchi T has confirmed. Okay, so check it out. ADA now forming a bull flag. If you can't feel what's happening here, 4 hour ready to move, if you can't see, if you can't smell the roses, yo, in the next few days, this week, looks like we're going to have alt like Armageddon. Like, we're going to see alts explode like we've never seen them explode before. And look, inverted head and shoulder, there's your shoulder. Like, these, yo, it was a beautiful time to trade. You had shoulders, you had head, you had cup and handles. Look at that. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, exploding. How do you get your target? I show you this, guys, every time. You take your neckline to the head of the head. Bring it up here. That's going to give you your target. We're flagging now, and we're going to continue that target. Back up. So look for Cardano to go to 42.7 cents. Would you go ADA, ETH, or DOT here? I have all three, so I own every one of them. Honestly, ADA, ETH, or DOT. I think ADA. I really do. I think ADA will be at 70 cents before DOT is at 32. And I think ADA will be at 70 cents. 74 cents, right? The 35. I think ADA will be at 74 cents before DOT goes to 32, because DOT's at like 16 change, right? So that's 32 on a double up. And then ETH has to go all the way up to 2,500. I think ADA easily beats them both. Then you could sell your ADA and get into ETH and get the ETH pump. They're all going to pump. They may all pump together too. And you may actually make the same on all of them. Like, there may be no difference. It's up to you, man. You have to love what you love. But I think I would go ADA. When you ask me, that's a great question, because that's a question, like, that's kind of those cool questions. Like, before, would you, what is, like, shoot, marry, or kill or something, because I would never normally have to answer that question. But now you're like, huh. All right, guys, I keep asking if you guys would like to know what coins I own and how big the bags are. I see one person that said he would like to know. I'd like to see 5 people say, yeah, I want to know those coins. I want to know those bags. Anyway, I'd like to see that. The stream should be in 1080 today. I went all the way to 1080. It's only at 720 right now, but I'm outputting, I thought, in 1080, but it's beautifully clear. I'm looking at it right now, and it's looking really good. So shout out to YouTube. Something was going on with the internet for a while, too. Shout out to Frankie Rodriguez, man. My man, Frankie, bro. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming on in. Want to add where my head's at. I am biased, but chose DOT. Yeah, you love your dots. ADA down today might turn an ADA into ETH. ADA down today. I wouldn't do ADA down. Not a good idea, man. Anyway, if ETH goes nuts, DOT feels bubbly. I've been sitting in RSR. That's ripping. Yes, I want to know. Okay, 2 people I asked to disclose. Okay, cool. Cardano feels like real speculation. We got 5. Okay, cool. All right. Now, 1 inch. 1 inch was a play of mine. Why did I like 1 inch? Well, it was in a Adam and Eve double bottom. There's your Adam, there's your Eve double bottom. And it was pretty obvious to me that it was in the bull again. Just like sand, just like in DOT. Like, I got used to watching these bulls. And honestly, from doing all the charting, I just started to know that if I bought the bottoms of these bulls, they were going to break up to the upside. It was pretty simple, right? So that's what we started doing. And we started getting into, I got in here at about 129 into 1 inch. And then I also have it staking now for 24%. I got, I could also I'll also disclose all my stakes as well with you guys too. If you want to know my stakes, if you want to know everything, we'll get into it. But the market is absolutely ripping right now. Let's take a look at total and total too. Let's take a look at Bitcoin just to do a double check. Oh, and we'll take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We didn't look at that as well. So you look at Bitcoin, man, it's in a beautiful, beautiful pennant. It's actually in a smaller pennant too. It's in this pennant now. And I feel like it's starting to break out. So Bitcoin is breaking out of this little pennant. You see it? Inside of the big pennant. That's a bull flag right there. That's a double bottom bull flag, and then it's also in a double bottom bull flag. So you can clearly see we have a micro pattern inside of a pattern. Also, we kept talking about how, look, up, double bottom to the upside. We showed you the fractal. We showed you the fractal right here too. Look, what I did is if you missed the last stream, I really think it's extremely important to look at this fractal that I keep talking about. I'm telling you right now, 761 for waves is a steal. But hey, you see it $10 in a few days and be like, damn it, I could have got waves for 760. But I chose not to because the lifer makes whack calls. Anyway, man, he's bad at making calls. I bought all my XRP at 69 cents. So check it out. The Bitcoin on the 4 hour, right? Now, if I go all the way back in time to here, you see this is an exact replica of what we're seeing here. This did break to the downside. So, but right now you can see, look, we went up, we double bottomed, then we made a double bottom, we broke to the downside, but we got held up, we double bottomed again, and we broke to the upside, right? So, and then I kept watching this pattern, and I saw that we do it all the time. Here it is too, right here. We go up, we double bottom, we go sideways, fall, and eventually go up to the upside. So here's up, we double bottom, we go to the upside. Up, we double bottom, we go to the upside. Up, we double bottom. Now this one fell out, came down here, went sideways, and broke to the upside. So the chance we could fall out. What I'm trying to show you is that we just continually do the same similar pattern. Up, double bottom, break to the upside. Up, double bottom, break to the upside. So even this pattern here, look at this. Look how crazy this is. So, and now you guys follow me because it takes a keen eye, and you really have to focus here. You can't just kind of half watch this, and you won't get what I'm pointing out. So when we take a look at Bitcoin here, I'm showing you how we always come up, we double bottom, go to the upside. Then we have a rising wedge. See, look, rising wedge, break down, double bottom. There's even one there. It's just, this is this, that is that. It's insane how many times we see this same pattern over and over again. Here we have it again. We broke up, we double bottomed, we broke to the upside. And it's always a high, like rising wedge. Rising wedge, we fall to the downside. Big wick there, big wick there. So I'm bullish, man, overall on this idea. The fractals are bullish to me. The fact that we're back at 36.9 after creepily going down to this 34, 35 area, this was a big deal. This was a big deal. So we held the trend line, right? I can show you other times where we held the trend line right here. Let me show you the pattern that we're in, a micro of it. I'm just beating home why I believe we're bullish, guys. And so you guys can understand why we're bullish. So it's not just like me blowing smoke. You're like, oh, look at the fractals he's pointing out. Look, up, down, up. We came to the downside. We held that level, and we broke to the upside. Higher highs. Down, up, we came. So how much does this look like that pattern? You see it? So anyway, it even has the big trough to the downside. The big trough to the downside. We had that at 20K. I can remember that here. There it is again. Remember when we went to 20K? Remember that big drop, and everyone was like, what is that? Like, what are we going to do? What's Bitcoin going? Where is it going? And it was forming this flag, which it did break to the downside. You can see this, right? But it just double bottomed and broke to the upside, which I clearly is almost like this pattern here now. See that? Which to me is the pattern again. Double bottoms, a double bottom with two double bottoms in it. Like it's pretty obvious to me now. So I've done the deep dives here. I've spent the hours in the charts, double bottom, and a double bottom. It's three double bottoms. It's a double bottom, and the double bottoms create another yet double bottom. That's triple bullishness, in my opinion. So you can stamp my stamp on that. 54K incoming in the next week or two. I'm thinking by end of January, we're around easily 45, 48K on our way to 54K. Valentine's Day, definitely, in my opinion, we get to 54K. Again, this is financial advice. These are my own personal projections that I think are possible. but it's for entertainment purposes only. Do not trade or do any investments based on what you hear or see on this channel. This is for information purposes only. Don't hurt yourself. All right, now let's take a look at Band. Band doing similar things. If you ask me, that's a cup and handle. Okay, so it's amazing. Like all these big coins, they popped out. You thought they would go back bearish, but they're finally like, no. We're not going to go up and give it all back like we used to. We're not doing that anymore. We're not going to go to 18 and come all the way back down to 4, like Band did, 3 even. That's a cup and handle. We just saw that very similar thing on EGLD. Boom. Cup and handle for Band puts Band up at 14.18. So don't sleep on Band. And let's get into some of the fun now. You guys are saying OMG is popping. Let's take a look at OMG. This is what the market is like. Like, there's always a coin you could have been in. And again, guys, look at what we're talking about here. I feel like a broken record at this point, but it's so beautiful. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? Boom. Neckline. You can clearly see a neckline. Pop your neckline in there. So anyone who's hating on me, right? Like, I have this one guy who consistently just writes, you're leading your subs astray. You know, you go 33x leverage while you tell everyone to trade 32x leverage. You're a liar. I'm like, I don't even know who these people are. I don't know where they come up with this stuff. And look at it, man. It's starting to flag now. So I would get into this flag. I would go to the 1 hour. See how it's double bottoming. Also making a bit of a inverted head and shoulder again. You can see it. A little bit of a head, shoulder, but whatever. We'll see. To me, this is how they've been like these funky patterns. But to me, it's like already breaking out and retesting out of the bull flag. So that's how I would play this. I would wait for another retest, possible, you know, see what it's doing. Maybe you can get it back down at 389, but I don't think so. I think this thing is on the way. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. Yeah, I think it broke out, retested it, and now it's making its way out of this pattern. So what you do is you keep playing the smaller patterns, incongruent with the bigger patterns. This gets you to 496, and then from there you can reassess if you want to sell or what you want to do in the trade. You can put your stop loss to break even at that point. You'll see where you're going. But you got 16% gains coming on the OMG. Says this inverted head and shoulders. Says this, and also, can't we cup and handle that, guys? Yet again. So, look at this. Would I be a liar to call this a cup and handle? Because to me, it looks pretty cuppy, and it looks pretty handily to me. So, you can't ever get it perfect. You'll get it the best you can, right? Pretty much of a cup and handle to me. Not perfect, but it's cuppy, and it's starting to make a handle. That could bring us all the way even past at the 560, 565. So OMG, man, making some big moves. Yeah, and it has the gap up. Gap ups are beautiful. I'm going to talk about a gap up with 1 inch. Remember, I keep telling you guys these things. When you see gap ups, use gap ups to your advantage. You'd be like, what is a gap up, Crypto Lifer? You're out of your mind. Well, a gap up is this. Look, we're looking at 1 inch right here. You can see 1 inch gets rejected. But you can see there's only one time it was in this area. It has a little bit of slop. It's not like here how it was in this area a lot. And we have like, see in this area we can make support and resistance lines. We can make some right here. We can make some right there. We can say, oh, we interacted there. Then we got stopped out there. Then we had this. Like, there's price action. But up here, there's really one time we fell down and one time we came up. So there's not a lot holding the price back. We had really one little place of resistance, like right there. And I knew once we broke 138, we were flying all the way to 160. And if we broke 160, we were getting all the way to 190. And if we broke 190, high probability we were going back to that 260 and then into the all-time highs. It was just a matter of fact. Now, one thing I do see right here is a head and shoulder pattern forming the other way. Definitely see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Now, that could bring us all the way back down. And how you take your measured move is the neckline to the head, swing us right here. And that brings you to about 138 again, which would be a nice bounce off. There'd be nothing wrong with that. I don't really believe that's going to happen due to how many people want this coin. You could see an inverted head and shoulders possibly right here as well. And there's a wick there, so it kind of doesn't complete it. But here it looks like we kind of had our wick and we got bought back up. So I'm still bullish on 1 inch. 199, brought to break that too, and it goes back up to 220. It's gone. It just broke the daily channel posted in the group, so that's a big deal. Let's look at OMG on the daily for you. And you know what's funny is I did join trade groups, and I'm in a lot of my trading groups. Like, I haven't even been in them in weeks. I just been doing my own thing. Like, I don't personally think I need a trading group anymore. Like, besides my own group of people, like, I love you guys, but I mean, it's like I also was part of groups, and I've noticed I haven't been really in the groups lately. I kind of have my own list. I'm doing my own thing, you know. My own trading group really is keeping me happy, man. You guys are like, the information pours out of our Telegram. Like, I go to my Telegram to get the information. Like, I don't have to go anywhere else. I used to wake up and go to someone else's channel. Now it's my channel. And I just find that's an insane, that's an amazing metamorphosis, to say the least. Saltman PC. You just said so will go up and down. You didn't say what we're talking about. You didn't say what entry. I have no idea what coin you're mentioning. I want to look at the daily, though, because you said it broke daily resistance. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so look at that. I mean, yep, on its way, peeking out, doing its thing. A little bit of a cup there, too. Inverted head and shoulders, as we showed you. And it's on its way. Breaking out of this resistance has been in since October 22nd. We had that big pump, but we came back down into the pattern. OMG, man. Yeah, easily. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's on its way possibly to 10. 986 even. It'll soon be in price discovery, and it'll be gone. It'll be gone. And you'll be like, damn, I wish I had some OMG. That's a coin I wish. You know what? There's 100 coins that are all going to fly, and you can't own every single one of them. Thank you guys so much. Please do hit that like button. Let's get to 20 likes. We got 20 people watching. Why can't we get to 20 likes? Have you looked at KNC this week? No, I haven't. I have 3 groups that I paid for, but I don't use them. I think my charts are on point. I do too. I agree. And just publicly, Joe prepaid for a bunch of sessions, and I have been super busy this week, and I feel bad. So I'm publicly coming out right now and stating, Joe, me and you are meeting tomorrow for a session. I promise all my lifers and everybody that me and Joe will have a session tomorrow, and we'll complete our 4 sessions. It's good to space them out. I'm happy we have some left, actually, in a way. But I agree it's time me and you sit down, and I apologize. I've been super busy, but also going through some mental stuff. But I'm here now, ready to rock, and I'm coming out publicly and saying me and Joe will sit tomorrow. And I promise all my lifers that me and Joe will sit tomorrow. So I'm not letting anybody you down. I'm not letting Joe down. So shout out to you guys, and thank you for being here for me, because I'm not perfect, and I have my own ups and downs as well. And that's all. Just got to come up with that, call myself out, so I do the right thing, you know, because I don't want to be that person to anybody. So I will see you tomorrow, Joe. I hope you have time, and if you don't, I'll hammer you till we get you going. But I'm pretty sure you'll be there. You're always like, yo, let's go. So you see this little cup here on sand, and it's forming it, man. It really is forming it. Watch sand, man. I can't. It's so close to breaking out. It's so close because it breaks 5.3, 5.4 area. It's gapping up. We just talked about these gap ups, and then look, there's really no resistance for sand at all up here, at all. Love you, brother. Thank you very much, Jesse. Thank you, everyone. Bagwell33. I love you all. I need an answer. I just wondered if there's a group that you can pay to tell it's the right time to sell your crypto and to buy. Any guys, thanks in advance. Honestly, I give you this information, though. Like, I give you this information. I'm teaching it to you right now. I'm showing you when to, like, any group that's going to tell you when to sell and buy, they're doing the same thing I'm doing. And they're just using projections. Like, right now, I'm telling you, like, sand is a screaming buy. Like, it's a screaming buy. You buy, you know, and again, not financial advice, right? But yeah, like, if you put in the work, expect the unexpected. I see you a little hesitant to put in that work. You want it spoon-fed. When I hear someone say, hey, when can I just get told to buy and sell? But, like, that's not going to be, like, you know, that's not going to be what you're looking for. You want to become an investor. You want to become someone that can start your own YouTube channel like me. Yeah, a lot of paid groups will tell you when to sell, and then they'll sell on you. They'll give you a little just to keep you going. But most of the time, you're going to be the one filling their bags, man. So look at Ren. Everyone was saying Ren was about to get sent. My whole channel was in on it. Shout out to Louis. Louis Estrada had a channel on it. Hadouken. I seen like 4 or 5 people. There was like 5 of you guys. You were all on Ren. Like, if anyone missed Ren, I didn't have capital for it, so I couldn't get into it. But at the same time, if anyone missed Ren in your group, despite me not having the capital, again, measured move, length of the pole, right? Swing that on up to here. That puts you right there at 60. That was your target. Actually, it says we were going to go up to 67, and we hit exactly that. Like, how nuts is that? Like, the target was actually a little higher than the previous all-time high when we took the measured move of the pattern. We hit the exact measured move of the pattern. So now you're like, well, what do I do? Crypto Lifer, it already happened. And yeah, you're right. Well, the daily has to reset. So, of course, you don't want to buy right now. But you're going to go to the 4-hour. You're going to start looking for patterns. 1 hour. You're going to start looking. And you're going to see, wow, this is beginning to do a bit of a flag. You could actually draw 2 patterns here. You could say, okay, we had a falling wedge. It's a breakdown 60% of the time. And we did break down, right? So we have that going. And then you could say, okay, well, we're also in this pattern too then. Boom. And we're falling down this wedge. And when we break out, we're going to break to the upside. 68% chance of break to the upside. So, kind of take these away. But you just build a story for yourself. You can see what happened. And you can see what channel we're in. And the smaller of a time frame, the more structure you're going to see in the pattern. Now, this looks like a head and shoulders to me. Shoulder, head, bit of a shoulder. But it is going sideways. We'll see. It could have just been a fake out, and it's breaking its way down. But I would watch for Ren to continue down this. And when it starts to break out of this, that would be my position to enter on the 15-minute. Okay? Again, who knows if you're going to get a big pump or not. You do have to wait for that daily to reset. But this renders you, Ren could render you up to 8-9, even in the immediate short term. So I suggest you get a private lesson from Life. I will in the next week or 2. Shout out to Bagwell33, man. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate it. Let's take a look at KSM. Hey, Wrenchy, give me your tickers again. You gave me 4 tickers. I want to do the Wrenchy time right now. Wrenchy is one of my greatest admins. He runs the Uniswap room. Let me just give him a shout out right now and show you what he's been doing inside the Uniswap room. I can't do this alone, honestly. We have Crypto Lifer Trading Room, right, with 218 members, respectively. Thank you so much. Zilliqa tokenizes world-class whiskey collection. Zilliqa tokenizes rare single malt whiskey casks, now available to accredited investors. So isn't that amazing? These are probably like 100-year-old whiskey casks, and you can verify that you own them, and no one else owns them on the blockchain. So that's unbelievable. So here we have the Crypto Lifer Trading Room. This is where we talk. You know, I put out my announcements. We have a lot of stuff. You know, charts are getting posted a lot. But we did see that there was a lot of talk. And I don't mind that. I like the back and forth. I like people being free. Don't talk about your laundry and, you know, what you got for eat that day. It would be nice. You know, you could DM that stuff. I'm actually going to make like a fun trading group where you guys can say whatever you want in there. But then you can jump back in here. And then we made the Crypto Lifer Uniswap coins and pre-sales. And these are like the hot coins that you have to kind of do dig for. We're talking about Terra Virtua Collect. We're on that. We've been noticing that since it came out. When coins first come out, we probably know about them within the first few days. We knew about Bondly pretty early. We knew Kylan and Bondy just had a connection here, so that you could watch that too. We have that posted. This is Kylan and Brandon from Bondly. They're doing a bit of an exchange AMA, possibly just announcing things. Strategic partnership for Kylan and Bondly. That's pretty good. DeFi Pulse, the leaderboard stats. Let's take a look at those as well. It's going to give you who's hot in DeFi, right? MakerDAO, number 1. Number 2 is Aave, right? How could you not own the number 1 of these top 3? Aave, Maker, or Compound. I feel like you have to. You have to. Uniswap Dex, holding that with Ethereum chain, right? Curve Finance, Sushi Swap, number 6, doing some big things. Synthetics, number 7, for derivatives, $1.7 billion in synthetics. We have $3.4 billion in Aave. This is amazing. Then you got Ren VM, got $615 million. Balancer, Badger DAO, Alpha. That's pretty new, Alpha. That's coming out. Cream just had a big move here. As you can see, lending up 5%. Bancor, Nexus. You got the Flexa. People talk about Flexicoin a lot. I hear that a lot. Haven't really dealt with it yet. Then you got Core, C-Vault right up in there. Matic Network up in there. Hedgic. Hedgic is new. Been talking about Hedgic recently. Just kind of got on my radar like 2 weeks ago. So many coins. I think you really have to have hyperactivity disorder to stay up in this group of coins. Like, to be a crypto lifer, you have to have some type of hyperactive disorder, in my opinion. Like, because there's just too many coins coming out every day for the average person to really keep up with this. Loop Ring, like, this is for a fast-moving, progressive individual. This crypto land, this crypto world, it's not for the faint of heart. I'll tell you that right now. Every single one of you with me, fortune does favor the bold, favor the brave, and you guys are. We are those sailors that went to the new world. We are willing to listen to that ocean in the background, listen to that breeze, and go where no crypto man has gone before. Right? We have a cup and handle on Kai, too. So we gave you the news. Then we also give you a setup for the news. And we show you we got a cup and handle on Kai. We have a MACD cross coming on the daily. Strong signs of a move to the upside for Kai. Also with a connection with Bondly. Right? So then we have Crypto Lifer charts and calls only. You can't say anything in here. You can only post the chart, and that is it. That is it. And so not only are my calls in here, but I've made 3 people or 4 people admins, and they're allowed to post in here as well. So you're going to get some amazing charts right here. Here's an update on Cake at 742. Let's go back to some of the previous calls in the week and just show you what has occurred, right? We talk about EGLD here breaking out. This has occurred already. This did break out. It's now up in here somewhere, up in like that 39 region, right? This occurred as well. Cake did start to break out. It's up to like 80 in the 79 region now, right? Here's 61% gains possibly for Dash ETH and a bit of a cup and handle. Okay. Here's an update on Ren. Let's show you Ren. And this was, I think, yesterday at 8 in the morning. But suggesting to ladder buy on the retest. Just keep adding to the buys in here at 5.2, 5.7. Right? And we take a look at Ren. It's already at 5.8. I mean, this thing is continuing to rip. So, and 5 would have been 10%. So you got about a little more than 10% off that call right there. What I'm trying to point out to you guys is there is plenty of beautiful calls here. And the people that post them are taking their time. I don't allow them to post unless most of them have been tutored by me. If they're not, they're either an admin in another group or they're known traders. We gave you VeChain right here. Enter now. Right there with the stop loss. Look, the daily was about to have a cross. I circled it. Showed you the MACD. Enter now. Stop loss. Gave you your percentage in every single thing. That occurred. Okay. EGLD back when it was at 34. This occurred exactly as planned. All the way on up to like 39. Dash. This one actually did hit the stop loss and made its way back to the top. So that one did not play out. One. This Bitcoin trade eventually did actually, let's see what happened there. I don't think that one did play out. It might have actually. BLZ. This one absolutely exploded, right? BLZ, if you look, is up at like 10 now. And we suggested that possibly buying inside the bull flag to get 17% gains, right? Let's take a look at BLZ now and what happened to it. So I'm just saying, there was like 10 calls there, and like I think one didn't work out. One call, man. Yeah, it's at 11. We're going to put you in down here. If you look at the call. Look at the call. Enter right there at 7.6. You're up at 11%. 70% gains, even more. That was only if you got to 8.9. I mean, this thing exploded, right? So we're consistently giving you guys calls for free, too. I think we're better than a lot of the paid channels, to be dead honest. I've seen paid channels, and there's no trickery with us. We're not a pump group. We're not trying to get you to buy and sell anything. We don't need you to buy and sell anything. You know. BLZ, my baby, went to 12. It did, man. It did. Thank you so much. I am in the Lifer Telegram. Yeah, there's just a lot of information there. There's people that are willing to help you, man. There's people that learn from me, and now they want to give back what they've learned. They're inspired by what I'm doing on my channel, and they want to use my channel to help you. So like, it's a beautiful microcosm of energy that I've created, and you really should take advantage of it. Oh yeah, KSM, but just all the pairs. USD, ETH, and DOT. Okay, you want to see how KSM does to the. So let's just make a KSM list. Funny, right? Of course, I'm gonna have an issue getting the KSM DOT chart, which is gonna slow my roll a little bit. We'll have to do that together, maybe. USDT. Of course, you want to see the ETH. Kraken. Kraken has a lot of stuff. Wow. Bittrex has the ETH pair now, too, though. Not bad. Might just have to get the old calculator out for the DOT, but... Okay, so KSM for ETH. Not doing too good. I'd be careful playing these against ETH. I have to be honest. I think ETH is going to do its own moves, and I think they're all going to kind of move. And I don't know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. Everything is going up tonight. I got into Cosmos when you suggested it, $5. I've doubled now. Thank you. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for asking, for letting me know that I helped you make a double up. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm personally not playing the ETH pairs. I think it's like people trying to get too smart for themselves. And yeah, I know they can work, and I'm sure some of these will play out, like WAS, but it's just not my forte, personally, right? To play against the ETH pair. Like the USDT pair would do better for me, and then I would sell it for ETH. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Instead of getting pounded down here and then having to wait, I'd rather make my money on another coin and then buy ETH than have to force myself against ETH. You get it? I'm more in control. Like Waves looks like it's gonna pop. Ocean, right? I'd rather just ride Ocean or Ocean up. And then you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. KSM doesn't look good. You can see it yourself on the 15 minute. Let's look at the daily. I mean, it's getting bearish falling out of that pattern that way it did, right? I see what you're saying here now, though. When I look at the daily, it's consolidating in a bowl. So it's like only a matter of time until this thing absolutely rips out. So, yeah. Also, shout out to Renchi. When Renchi asked me something, he's already kind of done a deep dive. Like, he never asked me about it, SHIT coin or something that's just not really going to go anywhere. It's almost like he wants me to look good. Because when he asks me about something, it's usually going to rip. But I almost want to bring the bowl like this. My instincts want me to bowl it out like this. Something like that, V-shape recovered back into the bowl, and now we're making our move. That would be your low, technically. That would be your low, right there. Look, but the Stokes want to curve back down. We're kind of getting high on the MACD. Yeah, worries me a little bit. The USDT pair doing unbelievable, right? Tonight was insane. We're going to have to look at the total market cap right now and see where we're at. What an extravaganza, though. Like, wow, Ave just boom, 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 boom. Ave saying, yeah. I'm going to flag, and then I'm going to break to the upside. Ave going to 250 and more. Most likely expect the unexpected as per Lifer's projection. 50K roundabout. So it means that Bitcoin going to go up more than 41K then. Yeah, 54K. Look at the title of the video. I'm calling for a 54K Bitcoin. Let's take a look at ETH. Let's take a look at ETH, UTSC. I also want to see the ETH BTC pair. Okay. Starting to make a move against Bitcoin. Finally. Making its move. So I think it goes all the way up here to 0.04. So that's my projection for ETH as it's breaking out of this bull flag. But ETH, yeah, doing its thing. Let's take a look at it in the daily. This is ETH for Bitcoin. So if you buy ETH, are you going to make more money against Bitcoin? So far, no. Recently, I did a trade. I traded $6,000 for Bitcoin into ETH, and I don't have 6K yet. So I am so happy that you do live streams and teach everyone. You have amazing TA. So many talented people in the Telegram group. So happy to be a part of the amazing group. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you saying that. That means the world to me. And I really do think the group is going well. I'm a control freak, and I'm super anal, and I really care about every little thing that I do. You won't see many people go as hard as I do when it comes to things. Like, I'm obsessive compulsive, and I am hard on people. You know, if you watch the Michael Jordan documentary, I'm not going to say I'm a nasty Michael Jordan, but I'll push you a little bit. I'll push your buttons to get you where I think I need to get you to go. I'm not going to insult you. I'm not going to put you down. But, yeah. Yeah. 1 inch continuing to rip, man. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. Hold on one split second. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to tell you. Okay. So check it out. I'd like to share my bags with you guys. Let you know what I think was hot a month or two ago and what I continue to hold throughout this run. All right. I do want to look at. So Bitcoin playing games with this area, but to me, as long as it's just going to continue up this channel. It came up, it came down, it came up, it came down. We have to assume it comes to the top of the channel before it breaks to the downside. That low now is 36.4 now. Beautiful. So we're out of that scary 35K region and then making that lower low back to 30K. And we touched 30K, man. We did it. We went from 40K. We did our retracement. Bitcoin likes to retrace 25%. I found between 18 and 25 during a bull run. And we already had a 26% retracement. Here's another one here. And these are beautiful and healthy. There's your 19.9, 26%. And I did a great video where I show you all the pullbacks in the 2017 bull run. Please go check that out on my channel. I think I should kind of blast it out right now and let you guys see it because it's an amazing video. And it really shows you what Bitcoin does during a bull run. Because a lot of people think they know. And a lot of people, oh, no, yeah. And the idea is there's more going on during these bull runs than people realize. And the more research you do on the further bull runs, the more you're prepared for what you see in these big bull runs, right? But you could see I say how pullbacks occur. Bitcoin pullbacks happen. If you're holding Bitcoin, you need to see this. And this, I just break down all the Bitcoin drops that we see throughout the bull run, right? So Bondly started to make a move. Unbelievable. See? Bondly, man. Everything is going to start ripping, guys. Let's take a look at Total and Total 2. And I'm going to give you another reason why you should be confident about your alts in the next week or two. Okay? Another reason. And let's take a look. Tether dominance, number one, falling off. Doing a bit of a bull panic, a bear panic, right? Look at that. This looks like it'll break down to the downside. Bing. And we're our target. So it looks like people are going to get rid of Tether. They got the lawsuit going anyway. Let's just get rid of them. Everyone can start trading in Bitcoin, right? So boom. Tether dominance dropping to the floor. Okay. Here we go. Now, I've been talking about this a lot, right? And this is a big deal for me. Was that $300 region. And look, I made a bit of a pennant here and we broke out to the upside, right? I kind of really like hearing the ocean and the birds, guys. I don't know about you, but it's pretty cool. The reason why we did that, guys, we were looking at ocean and waves. So take a look at this, man. This is an ascending triangle. Am I wrong here? That's a break to the upside, if I've ever seen one. And it's about to go to all-time highs. So Total 2 is the market cap excluding Bitcoin. Boom, right? And that's going to go all the way up to $450 million, right? $31.23% gains coming out of the total market cap, and that will put us up to $450 billion. Now we're heading towards $500 billion. When these altcoins hit $1 trillion, which they will in this bull run, and mark my words, because that's what's going down. Oh, Jody, man. Shout out to Jody. ADA and DOT, preferably. We went over those thoroughly, except for DOT. We talked about ADA. ADA's in a bull flag, about to boom. We'll go over DOT, though. We haven't looked at DOT. So we'll take a look at it. This is the total market cap of all the altcoins, though, excluding Bitcoin. And we're very, very bullish right now. Extremely bullish. We're getting up to the highs that we were at before at $356 billion. And we're approaching it at $344 billion. My target here is $450 billion. So look out. More coming for the altcoins. Also, if we look at the MACD, just had a cross on the 4-hour. Lack of bearish momentum. And continuing up on the stochastics RSI. So this thing is about to explode. And again, very similar pattern I hear here. I have to adjust it. But very similar pattern as Bitcoin's in, but even more bullish than the Bitcoin pattern. As you can see, even more wedged up, even more coiled with a double bottom there, a double bottom here. I am so bullish on altcoins, on Bitcoin. This week is going to be huge. We're going to get our run, guys. We're going to get our run. Look, Bitcoin going to go up. Looks like we're going to get to $1.4 trillion. So look for this to expand. Right now we're only at 131. We're at 1,031,000,000. 1,031,000,000,000, billion, right? We need to get to that 1,100 mark, which is right about where we were before. 1,100. That's our new all-time high. So we only go to 70 billion, and we crack the all-time high, and then we go boom, 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 boom. We add another 400 billion on top, and then, my friends, we never deal with 1 trillion yet again. We break this bull flag. We never deal with 1 trillion again. 1 trillion becomes something down here. And look, it's the same pattern. It's the same pattern. Look at it. If you don't think that's the same pattern, look at it. A big drop, sideways consolidation. Look at it. A big drop with a double bottom, sideways consolidation. A big drop with a double bottom, sideways consolidation. Like, I keep pointing out how this happens over and over and over again. If you're following me, also, Remote Chief, check out my profile. Hold on, we're going to duplicate this. And because I have some things that I've put set in stone that we can watch and see if they come out. INJ is making me is such a slow mover. Hey man, everything moves. I set an IOST for 2 months. 2 months. And then my $1,000 turned into 4,000. Like that. So, don't worry, man. Just hold what you want to hold. Don't worry about what other coins are doing. Just hold what you want to hold. Know that you're in a good spot. Make sure you make good entries. And then hold them till you're up big. Patience is the key. Planning is the key. And understanding what you're buying is the key. Now, total market cap. What I did this, oh yeah, I wanted to show you my profile here. And in my profile, I do projections. There's my plug projection. We can take a look at that and see what happened to plug. See if I was correct or not, in the ideas. So far we can't see. Plug doesn't have enough to go on. Prediction for the total market cap, right? And I said I think we're going to start making our way to the top. And so far, I'm close. I'm not perfect, but so far I'm pretty close. We're on our way. We should make this rising wedge to go higher than this, and then we should break down. See what happens? Rising wedge, break down. Rising wedge, break down. Rising wedge, and then we should break down and bounce off of like maybe 1,100,000,000. That's what I see. I see we go up about 3 to 4 billion, and then we always come back 3 billion and play with that level till we boom up again. We did it here. We did it there. We're going to do it again up here, probably. And if it keeps following this pattern that it's been in. So I'm very, very bullish, man. Very bullish. So that's the best I've ever seen Total and Total 2 look. Like, they look amazing. They're both in beautiful ascending triangles, bull pennants. That's a bull pennant. Total 2's in an ascending triangle. Like, this is about to go to all-time highs. Tonight, possibly. I'm riding BZRX to 3X. Let's take a look at BZRX. Sand falling a little bit. Might be a nice time to see this pole for sand. This is it, guys. This is what you want to look for. These are the patterns that you want to play. These are the patterns that you're looking for all the time. Boom. Right? going up to 6.2 from 5.1, which would be a nice 22% gain. Let's see what it was. 20.16. BZRX. Oh, KNC. You asked me to go to KNC. Did I look at KNC? No, I have not. The Kyber network, right? Continuing on a tear, as you can see on the 1 hour. Let's form it on the daily so I can get a bit of a vision here. So wow, look, it came down. I see this a lot. Double top, double bottom. And look, it hasn't even made the target of the double bottom. Swing up here and boom. That puts us right around here. Boom. So target is 196 out of 134. That's 60 on 34. That's about 40, what, 44%? 46.5? 44.71% gains out of KNC. So I did KNC. I want to go for Hedgic. No one's talking about Hedgic. I showed you that it was in this falling wedge, boomed up, inverse reshape recovery, back up to the highs, and this thing looks like it just wants to go up even more. Very new, doesn't have a lot of work on it. You can see the Stokes are still pointing up. Let's take a look at that 4 hour. 4 hour is just getting busy, but does want to retrace. I really don't have a call on this. It's really too new, but you can clearly see there's an inverted head and shoulder here. Tell me if I'm wrong, but there's a bit of a left shoulder, a bit of a head, and a bit of a right shoulder, which we actually did play out. You can see there's our neckline to the head. And that's your line. I mean, that's really where we hit. So, unbelievable move for that. Let's watch the flag. See if it kind of comes back to retest 2.7 or if it starts to flag. I would go to the 30-minute and look for a flag, even the 7-minute. Starting to flag a little bit here. I don't know much about this coin. I do know it's in DeFi. I do know it's new, and I do know it's making some big waves. So watch Hedgic, okay? Grayscale bought 16,000 Bitcoin today. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Send me that news. Send me that news into the Telegram. I want to put that out. I want to talk about that article. If we can. If we can. BZRX for Bitcoin too. Wow, doing well on the Bitcoin pair. I don't think it has a USDT pair, right? Let me see. I remember this not having one, but the BZRX. Okay, there we go. Yeah, they have a tether pair for everything at this point. I just like to see what it is USD value-wise, right? Okay, hit that auto button. It will square away your chart for you a little bit. Double bottom forming. Beautiful, right? So this thing is telling you, hey, wow. And there was your accumulation. I mean, you put it in the bowl. If you can make it in a bowl, you just add to the bottom of the bowl. Like, it's a very simple concept, but a lot of people don't have the patience for it. But this is how you make the monies. This is how you make some monies. You know, you would maybe get here when it pumps up. I may not sell, you may not, you may hold, you'll see. Would have been a good time to take profits. You double your money. Come back in here and gobble it up. Now you have double the amount. Then you ride it up here again. And now you've got your bags packed with 1, 2, 3 buys. And that's really how you should do it, in my opinion. And then you let it go. You sit on it for 2, 3, 4, 5 months. And that's how you make 100x, 50x, 20x. Okay? Patience, man. Patience. A lot of people don't realize that it's just patience, pure patience. Look at Parsec. Just busting out, doing its thing. Unbelievable. Parsec, man. Not looking back. Forming a beautiful bit of a flag here. And starting to break out with a bit of a retest, in my opinion. That's a retest. I think Parsec's about to go for another leg. Let's take our target for Parsec. Not many people know about Parsec. Shout out to Elio Trades for giving me Parsec. And then I threw in like $500 into Parsec when it was 19, 20 cents. Just didn't really think much about it. That's damn now $3 grand now. So shout out to Elio Trades for making me 3 racks real fast. You're the man. Crypto lifers helping crypto lifers out. That's what I like to see, right? So yeah, Parsec, man. Okay, everyone here. Now we're getting to the stream. But everybody wants to know, what bags do I have packed for the game? How much do I have in what bag and why? What is going down? Okay, what is going down? Is ETH popping now? ETH 1320, man. ETH making big moves. ETH up huge. Now, ETH cracks this. We're going to all-time highs, possibly tonight. So remember that. Watch ETH 1334 break, and we're going all the way up to 1440. That's all-time highs. So I was texting my friends last night telling them I was going to trade a quarter Bitcoin for ETH. They convinced me otherwise. Now I'm doubting their judgment. Well, Jody, I did this the other day, okay? So this is what you want to do. I'm gonna give Jody the breakdown for buying ETH for Bitcoin, and then I'm gonna go into my bags, okay? So I am gonna give you my bags, guys. So stay tuned. If you want to know what a lifer's bags are like, someone who's been in the game for 4 or 5 years, who's done 100, who does like 5 to 6, 7 hours of research a day, obsessively, because it's just what I do. It's like how I live my life, honestly. So check it out. They have a portfolio. CoinMarketCap can help you out. Not bad. But let's take a look. What we're going to do is we're going to look at BTC. Okay. And then you're going to duplicate this. And we're going to take a look at ETH. Okay. And what we're going to do, I'm going to help you out real quick. Get to the bottom of this answer that they asked. You asked an answer. You asked a question. And I'm going to help you answer that together as a group. I'm going to empower you. Okay, so let's go back to December 11th. Let's just go back to December 11th. Why? It doesn't really matter why. I just want to show you. On December 11th, Bitcoin was $18,000. Okay? So we're going to put in 18,000. And you can see, right? December 11th, 18,050. We're going to round down to 18,000. On the evens. Okay? Then we're going to go to Ethereum. We're going to go to December 11th. Now, on December 11th, Ethereum was $545. So if you were to divide that by 545, you would have gotten 33 ETH. Okay? 33 ETH on December 11th. Now, let's say you waited till Bitcoin went up. Now, there was a perfect time to do this. The time was around, I believe, let's take a look. When ETH was around 774 on January 2nd. And you take a look at, and Bitcoin was at 32,000. So now we go 32,000. And we divide it by 774. And you would have gotten 41 ETH. That really was the day. The 2nd of January was the day, in my opinion, to sell your Bitcoin for ETH. You would have got 44. Now, and let's do the math now. Let's say, so now you have 41 ETH for Bitcoin at 18,000. Oh, at 32. And Bitcoin's now, it did go up 8K, 10K from there, but it came back down. So say you were just holding, you'd be sitting on 37K right now. But Ethereum, you'd have 41, and you would have times them by what? You're at 1330, 1318 right now. Exactly on the dot, right? That would give you 54K. So, had you made that move on December 2nd, about 16 days ago, you would have made $20,000 more by just switching to ETH from Bitcoin. Okay? So there's one time it would have worked for you. So, okay. I did it. When did I do it? I didn't do it at the perfect time. I did a little late. Let me see. Okay. Let's take a look. ETH. I swapped ETH for Bitcoin. Coinbase is the shadiest place on earth. On the 9th at 4:20 in the afternoon, right? So, and I it doesn't tell me the price of ETH. Coinbase is whack. Number one, I'm calling you guys out, Coinbase. You guys suck. Okay? I switched ETH for Bitcoin. You should tell me exactly the price of Bitcoin at the time, exactly the price of ETH, and you should show me the switch. No, you just show me this little random garbage, man. Garbage. Coinbase doesn't show you your DCA. They give you no information as to what's going on in your portfolio. To me, they could do such a better job. Because you buy a thing, you say you buy 10 Bitcoin 10 times. They don't show you what your dollar cost average is. You got to go and sit there with a calculator. Like, what's the point of that, man? Anyway, let's get a look in the past. Let's look at right now today then. On January 17th, now you got $35,000 for a Bitcoin. Now remember, you could have got 41 on the second. Now you divide that by ETH at 13.15. And that only gives you 26 ETH, man. That's sad, right? Now you can't even stake your node. So 35, right? 792 divided by 13.15. Only 27 ETH. So, hey, ETH keeps going up, and you could have got more ETH for your Bitcoin. Now, let's do the math here. Let's say you did it right now. Let's say you did it right now, and you got 27 ETH. And ETH, like on the low, $10,000 ETH. I think it's going to 20, 15K. Let's say it goes to 12,500. That's going to give you $340,000. Now, Bitcoin's going to have to go to $340,000 to beat ETH. So, should you sell a ETH for Bitcoin? Really, the more I do the math, the more the math tells me yes. But, hey, Bitcoin does have the supply shock. You see we got a shoulder, head, a bunch of right shoulders here, booming up to the top and breaking out. Even going higher to 1437. So I see ETH going to that all-time high. Not too long from now. It's also in this pattern as well. This inverted kind of head and shoulder thing. And it's breaking up. To me, it's already broken out. And it could possibly be in this channel too, which is a rising wedge. And it broke out to the top. So now you can get your target, which is your baseline to this line, and you fling it out. And that gives you right out at about 15K, 1,500. So that's the measured move, is a $1,500 ETH coming at you live. Thanks for this. The wife and I are listening very intimately. Yo, I love that. Do you guys have your clothes on? I'm sorry. That was rude. That was rude. It was just, I was, sorry. Did you laugh? Did you guys laugh at least? Anyway, I'm here to entertain you guys, number one. Number two, I'm here to give you information. But remember, man, this is pure entertainment, and I love y'all. So, if I can make you laugh, scream, squiggle around a little bit, then I guess that's my job. Let's take a look at the news for Bitcoin. Intimately. I mean, they were listening intimately. So I don't know if they were, the intimate was what they were listening to, or if they were intimate listening. I'm being stupid, man. My wife is pregnant, so as intimate as we've been, it's just not the same. And there's a belly in between you guys, you know? It's just not the same. Oh my God. Can I get in on that sandwich? Crypto lifer swing trades. Get it? Crypto lifer swings trades. I'm being so stupid. Can a guy live though? Can I dream though? Can I dream? Altcoins fly as Bitcoin ranges. What analysts think comes next for Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues consolidating as bulls struggle to spark a breakout. At the time of writing this, Bitcoin is trading up just under 2% at its current price of $36,400. This marks a notable decline from the crypto's overnight highs of $37,500, set when bulls tried to take control of its price action. The selling pressure seen at those highs speaks to the resistance in the upper 30,000 region, but it also equally stronger support in the lower 30,000 region. How it reacts to these levels in the weeks to come should shine a light on its near-term outlook. And I think we know that's a bull pennant. We know it's a double bottom. We know it's a double bottom and a double bottom. Can I get in on that sandwich? That was good, right? That was a good one, man. Can I be that slice of cheese in your ham and cheese, man? Crypto market sentiment leave the positive zone. XRP wins the week and day. Interesting. Ooh. Bitcoin fell from its reached new all-time high, and with the ongoing market volatility over the past week, the market sentiment dropped out of the positive zone and has reached just a week ago. The combined moving 7-day average crypto market sentiment score for the top 10 coins fell from positive 6.2 recorded last week to its neutral 5.81 per the data provided. That's horrible data because these things are flying off the chain, so I don't know. How to keep your Bitcoin safe and secure. With billions of Bitcoin stolen to date, it's vital to keep yours secure. There's a wealth of wallet options depending on your requirements. Keeping Bitcoin safe might seem like a simple task, but as a myriad of thefts, phishing attacks, and exchange hacks prove, it's easier said than done. The majority of Bitcoin holders use one of the 4 main types of cryptocurrency wallets: a hardware, a software, a metal, and exchange wallets. Some are better than others for keeping your Bitcoin safe, but there are many ways to maximize your security, regardless of which option you use. One thing I want to tell you guys is, shout out to Fritz Lang, man, been a while. One thing I want to talk to you guys about is using a FIDO key on your Gmail account. That's right, using a FIDO key on your Gmail account, that's going to be a big deal. That's going to really help. If you go into your security settings of your Gmail, add 2FA, and go find what's called a FIDO key. I'll show you what a FIDO key is. FIDO key. Type in FIDO key on Google. Hit shopping. You can buy one on Amazon anywhere. They're $55, $45, $20. They're really just USBs. And, you know, they have an intrinsic, you know, group of digital, this has a digital face on it, right? So it's its own unique digital component. And when you plug this in, it completes the 2-factor authentication on your Gmail. Now, when you do this, it's going to help greatly. And because no one, even if someone right now is watching my screen and I typed in my name and password into my Gmail, which is how they're going to eventually get into all your other stuff. They're going to hack your Gmail. They're going to use your email to get into your exchanges. Then they're going to switch your phone. And then they're going to go yada, 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 bada, 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 bada. So, to stop all this in its tracks, number one out of like 1,000 people are doing this. Nobody is doing this. I'm one of the only people I know that has a FIDO key attached to their Gmail account. When I go to a friend's house, I can't get into my Gmail unless I have this FIDO key with me. It's sad but true. So, it isn't an annoyance to the average person, but if you want to be serious about your crypto, please add a FIDO key to your Gmail account. Please do it, and do it as soon as you can. Order one of these up, go into the 2-factor authentication in your security of your Gmail, add physical FIDO key. When you go to your Gmail, it'll make you plug this in. I actually did it with my Trezor. So, let me unplug my Trezor. I did it with this. My old Trezor works as the FIDO key. Right when I plug into my Gmail, it says, please confirm. And a little thing comes here, and I have to hit this button. If I don't hit this button, listen. Love that sound. If I don't hit this button, then I can't get into my Gmail account. And my Gmail is protected with a physical protection, a physical key on my Gmail account. So, if you're not doing that, then I'm one step ahead of you. And it's harder to hack me than it is to hack you. So, I think you should be doing everything that separates you from the crowd and that makes you different. So you should be doing things that make you different to protect your crypto. So getting into that news, talking about crypto, figured out how to add to that, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Really, really appreciate it. That was me. I subscribed. Amazing. Once I get donations, they're going to look like this. You just donated $80. You just got a super chat for $20. I can't wait. But those are coming, man. So 20 accounts closed in 3 years. Bitcoin trader and exchange owner Alan Flynn has sued 2 Australian banks for $375,000, roughly $290K, for unlawful discrimination for his involvement with cryptocurrencies. The legal battle comes as the Aussie man allegedly suffered significant losses in his crypto business after the banks Westpac and ANZ shut down his accounts, local media reported on Monday. According to the proceedings filed at ACT Civil and Administrative Tribunal, Alan Flynn alleged that the bank's action was illegal as they closed his accounts without any prior warning or reason. They've closed 20 accounts in 3 years. Following the continued account closures, Flynn said he opened new accounts with Westpac and ANZ, while informing the banks that the account was for crypto transactions. But both accounts were closed after almost a year of running them. He said he received a message from Westpac saying his account will be closed in 5 days. His effort to open another account with Westpac was not successful. He requested to know why his account was closed and why he couldn't open a new one, and the bank told him that it was under investigation for cryptocurrency fraud. Flynn said Westpac offered him a compensation of $250 for not providing reasonable notice before closing the account. However, he hasn't seen a cent of that either. He's not the only one. For one thing, cryptocurrencies and exchanges are legal in Australia, and there's no law prohibiting banks from rendering the services for the crypto traders. However, Flynn noted that he is not the only victim of this unlawful discrimination. According to the report, Flynn demands a total settlement of $375,000 from the banks, with the hearing expected to take place in late March. I hope he's super rich, and I hope he has the lawyers. It would be awesome to see him win that case. British fund manager Roofer reinstates rising institutional interest in Bitcoin. Roofer, a British fund manager, in its half-yearly review, lauded Bitcoin and its growing influence among institutions, as it recently revealed a portfolio of $730 million in Bitcoin, along with its exposure through MicroStrategy and Galaxy Digital, has more than doubled since its investment in the top currency. The British fund manager recently revealed that it has invested nearly £550 million in the top cryptocurrency by the end of November, which has now grown over $1 billion and nearly 3% of its portfolio. Institutions are making big money. Ruffer is not the first institution or fund manager to invest or claim that they see it as the next store of value. Before Ruffer's revelation, the likes of MicroStrategy, BlackRock, PayPal, Grayscale, and several other publicly traded companies have already realized the potential in Bitcoin. When some see it as the new inflation hedge, while others as the new treasury reserve asset, it's going to eat up multiple assets. Shout out to everyone in the live stream. 26 likes. You guys are pumping me up. I love it. I love it. Fritz, I don't know what you were posting, but your message has been hidden by Wrenchy T. He's my mod, and I don't know what you did, but if he had to mod you, he's a really nice, honorable guy. So if he had to mod you, then I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, yeah. I can't see the message. Oh, it's all right. He could say it. I see what you're saying. You don't want to. Fritz is cool, man. Fritz is cool, Wrenchy. He was just playing games, man. But I get it. He said, "Good evening, sir. No need for all this. You can all totally trust me with your pet." I get it, though. There's so much scheming going on. I get it. To keep it on the up and up. I agree with you, Wrenchy. I also thought Fritz was being funny. I get it, though. I get it. Yeah, but this is amazing, man. Yo, Steven Bangkok, my man. How you been, my friend? Shout out to you, dude. Bitcoin funding rates soar as consolidation persists. Long squeeze imminent. Bitcoin has seen some wild chop as of late, with the crypto price ranging between the lower and upper 30,000 region. I really don't feel like we're going to get into a long squeeze, honestly. As soon as these bears lift their sell walls or run out of coins to sell, Bitcoin could be again flying higher. Yeah, I really do. Bitcoin has seen some positive price action this morning, with the crypto rallying higher following a sharp overnight sell-off that sent it down to the lows of 38.48. Now, 38 was that we couldn't break. Of course, we're going to wick it down at 38. You know, I was responding on the crypto secure stuff. No, I know. No worries. Hey. Hey, shout out to my mods. Shout out to Fritz. Thank you guys so much. The three factors that could topple the recent Bitcoin rally. Hey, we'll go into some bearish sentiment. The three factors behind the sudden cryptocurrency weakness. I don't see cryptocurrency weakness right now. I see people selling Bitcoin for altcoins and altcoins flying. I find this article garbage. That's why I don't read this stuff, man. I think this guy's a clown. Ruffer Investment Co. justifies 15 million Bitcoin buy in the year-end review. And we went over Ruffer, doing their thing. Ongoing Bitcoin consolidation could prove incredibly bullish for altcoins. Yes, it is. Altcoins may continue to fly as Bitcoin price consolidates. I do think, look, we still have more consolidation right here. So look, we have another possible week of altcoins to actually destroy Bitcoin on some crazy, crazy levels. So Polkadot surpasses XRP's market cap after gaining 75% in 1 week. Polkadot, get your dots. Polkadot. How many Bitcoins are lost forever? About 4 million. Easy. Definitely. Great tip on the FIDO key. Never knew this was even possible. Great stuff. Yeah, you got to do that. You got to add a FIDO key to your Gmail. It's super important. I mean, I found it out on my own. No one even told me this. I figured this out completely on my own one day, just kind of like messing around with my computer. I was just like plugging in I was like, is this a FIDO key? And you can use a Trezor. So if you own a Trezor, you don't even have to go buy a FIDO key. You can use your Trezor. I don't know if you can use your Trezor Model T, which is the touch, or the touch, but you can definitely use the Model T, the first one that ever came out. I love you, Trezor. Be your own bank. Okay, so how many Bitcoins do you think are lost forever? About 4 million. About 4 million. And guys, if you stay tuned, excuse me. Had a nice dinner there. If you stay tuned, I'm going to give you all my bags and my positions in those bags. Okay. Guggenheim CIO still stands by $400,000 Bitcoin projection. In a video uploaded by Bloomberg Markets, Guggenheim's chief investment officer Scott Minard stood by his projection before Christmas that Bitcoin could rise to a price of $400,000. I think the one thing we're seeing in the sudden interest in retail, he said, echoing a popular interpretation of Bitcoin's current state of market play. He added, we're moving into a speculative frenzy. Perhaps it's time to take some money off the table here. But he's saying we're going into... Minard is founding and managing partner at Guggenheim Partners. He guides the firm's investment strategies and oversees client accounts investing in various different securities. These people should hire me, man. Bitcoin has recently been failing, but high-profile supporters like MicroStrategy, Bitcoin's been falling. When do these articles get written? 3-minute read. Yeah, it's a day old, man. Bitcoin trend analysis. Hold 30K. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Institution buying. Grayscale buys another 16,000 Bitcoin worth $590 million. Amid the recent price volatility in Bitcoin, investors might be waiting on the sidelines for further correction. However, we might be reaching 40K levels once again sooner than expected. I told you guys 54K. As per the data on Bybit.com, on Bit.com, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has purchased another 16,000 Bitcoin in a single day, taking its total holdings above 632,000 Bitcoins. Not dollars, not millions, Bitcoins. In the last 24 hours, Grayscale has poured another 600 million into Bitcoin purchases while gobbling up more than 18 times the daily Bitcoin mined. Last week only, GBTC purchased around 10,000 Bitcoins, triggering a fresh buying spree. In less than a week, GBTC has added over 25,000 Bitcoins to its kitty. What? This massive purchase coming from Grayscale suggests that institutions are still active and waiting to swallow every dip in the Bitcoin price. Interestingly, the recent Bitcoin purchase comes just a day after JP Morgan said that inflows in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust are essential for Bitcoin to surge and hold above 40K levels. The digital asset manager Grayscale recently released its Q4 report, wherein reported net inflows of a massive 3.3 billion. Also last week, Grayscale CEO Michael Sonesian noted that his company raised a whopping 700 million in funds in a single day. Grayscale raised north of 700 million into its family of products. Momentum from the Q4 seems to be picking up speed in the new year. If you haven't checked out our 4Q20 report, 1/15/2020 was also our largest single asset raise day ever. Bitcoin's network realized profit loss flattened out, creating entry opportunities. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. We're in the best place to be in the game. In the game. I gotta change these keyframes. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Current keyframes are not being sent often enough, which can cause buffering. I don't see buffering. Everything seems okay. When Grayscale started buying DOTS, Coinbase, and PayPal, and parachain auctions and staking. I agree. Okay, let's take a look at what you guys were saying here in the comments. Okay, it wasn't much really, just testing it out. I wasn't responding on the crypto secure stuff. Yeah, what happens if you lose it? That's a good call. What you can do if you lose it is you can go into, I believe you can claim you lost it if you try to get it. That's a good point, though. Don't lose that thing, right? Or make two of them. Make two of them that both act the same, possibly. It's a good question, though. I haven't lost it. That's a good question. What happens if you lose it? How many Bitcoins do you think are lost? Yeah. So when Grayscale starts, yeah. In my opinion, the game has been changed a lot since 2016. That it won't be total without being totally excited. That it without I don't know what he's saying. Lots of opportunities around. Yeah. What's up, Life? What's up, Eddie DC, man? By the way, VeChain coming on PayPal. Are you kidding me? VeChain to PayPal? Are you kidding me? No way. No way. No way. What? What? How to buy VeChain with PayPal? Complete buyer's guide? Buy VeChain like many other altcoins from the time being. There isn't a method, cryptocurrency, credit card. Use Bitcoin and Ethereum to purchase. Oh, so you can buy that and then send it over and get VeChain. But if VeChain comes to PayPal, look at this. VeChain about to explode any second. 10 hours ago. VeChain and PayPal. What? Are you kidding me? Yo.
Hey guys, how you doing? We're on here with Tech Tips to Go.
It's not going to go down, my friend.
We're going to be talking about the rumors, the news, and if you're looking at my screen, check this out.
Look, he got 6,000 views on this.
So let's get into it. Alright, so I've been seeing stuff on Twitter, I've been seeing tweets, I've been seeing...
Dude, VeChain and PayPal? That would be... Dude. Alright, it's time to get into my bags. Some of you may or may not have heard about the bags. Some of you have. Look, I just got a text saying, someone saying, never heard you talk about Polkadot. We talk about it every day. A lot of people that know me are not using the channel properly. I gave people so many calls, and now I'm just like, months later, they're like, you don't talk about this. And I'm just like, you don't go to the channel. You could be going to the channel, man, you know, and getting all this information. Like he just wrote, he goes, you never texted me about it. I don't go through my phone. I have a trading group now. I'm not going through my phone texting people the calls. Like I have a call room. I've told this guy to join my trading group and to watch the live stream like 17 times. If he doesn't want the information, I wrote, we all bought DOT at 450. Anyway, if you don't watch the videos, you can join the live stream. So check it out, guys. 28 people watching. You guys are awesome. Let's get the 33 likes, man. My favorite. So check it out. Okay, so here's the bags, man. Here's the bags. I'll do it in alphabetical order. How's that? Bag number 1, Aave. I put $2,000 into Aave when it was 85 cents. That $2,000 is now $4,893. So there's a gain of $3,000 off of $2,000. I went into ADA. I put $3,000 at 8 cents into ADA. ADA is now 36 cents. I've turned the $3,000 into $13,720 for a gain of $10,000. Algo. I got onto Algo at about 34 cents for about $3.70. It's now 55 cents, and the $3.70 has turned to $600 for a gain of $220 off of $3.70. I got into Atom. I bought Atom around $4. Me and my wife both bought a lot of Atom together. Together we own 556 Atom, and it's worth about $5,300 now. So shout out to our Atom holdings, and yes, I love me some Atom. I got into Band. I bought Band at about 5 and at 633. I put about $2,000 into it. It's now 10, and that money is now $3,700. I made $1,700 on Band. If you're just joining, I'm going over every bag that I bought and where I'm at. There's Basic Attention Token. I bought that at 22, 28, and 34. I probably put it about 2,200 in, and I have 2,400. That coin has done nothing for me, but it's only a matter of time. As it consolidates, you'll see it well above 40 not too long from now. I got BNB coin. I bought about 35 of them at a 31 cents. It's now at 45. I've made 50%. That rendered me about, I put 1,000 in and I have $1,580. Bitcoin, 4 Bitcoins. Started buying Bitcoin a long time ago. One of my cheapest Bitcoins, I bought a half a Bitcoin when it was $3,800 for $2,500. 4 Bitcoins is now worth $146,000. I must have made damn near $120,000 off of Bitcoin. BTT. I just hold whatever they gave me. It's worth $1. Cake. I got into Cake at about 60 cents. Put in about 800. It's now $1,100. I'm also farming Reef with the Cake. And Cake is up 9% today at 75. I have Syndicator. I've been holding it for a long time. I own 2,700 of them. I paid $1 for them. I paid 2,700. They're worth 26 cents. I've been holding it for 4 years. I've lost $3,000. That's the only big loss. Polkadot. I bought Polkadot at $6.33. I bought about 200 of them. I put in, 200 times 6. I put about $1,200. $1,200 is now $3,230. I made $2,000. I turned $1,200 into $3,200 on Polkadot. I should have way more Polkadot. I agree. It is what it is. eGold, EGLD. I got an EGLD at about 23 cents. $23. It's now 39. I basically doubled up. I put about 1,800 in. It's about 3,300. Ethereum. I bought about 7 Ethereum, around $645. It's now 1,300. We've doubled up. We've turned $4,000 into $9,200. ICX. I bought ICX a long time ago for about 40 cents, and then I bought it again for about 30 cents. Put about 400 in, 300 in, and that's now $1,400. IOST, a big winner for me. I put in $1,000 at 0.05. It went all the way to 2.5. Right now it's at 0.19, and I've turned the 1,000 into $3,381. So that's a 3x. And at one point it was up 4x. KuCoin shares. I bought a lot of KuCoin shares at around about 80, 90 cents, and they're about $1.17 right now. I only have $300 in them. Not a big deal. Link. I own about 347 Chainlink. I got Chainlink at $4, $3, $5. I dollar cost average in every single week. I shut it off when we finally hit about 15, about a couple months back. That money has, I can't even explain where it's gone. It's now 7,500. I think I put in about 2,000, 3,000 at the most. Litecoin. I bought a lot of Litecoin, about 50, around $50. It's now 156. We turned 3,500 into $12,180. MahaDAO, that was interesting. I got into MahaDAO at $5. I put in $1,000. It went to 17, 15 that night. I would end up selling for a double. So I turned 500. Oh no, I put 500 into MahaDAO. It turned into 1,200. I sold it for $1,300. I put 500 back in when MahaDAO was about back at 10 cents. That's now doubled. So what I started with 500, I now have about 2,000 in capital, and I still keep 50 in MahaDAO, which is now 1,000. Nuts, I got into Squirrel Nuts. I bought it a while back on Nuts Finance. I only own about 260 of them. It doesn't seem to be doing much at $1.80. Ocean, I purchased 3,488 Ocean at about 38 cents. It's now at 56 cents, up a nice, 16 cents, 18 cents on about 50%. So I put about 1,000 into Ocean. It's now about $2,000. Orchid. Orchid was a good coin for me. I put 250 into Orchid way back in the summer. It turned into 1,000. I would sell it. I 4x'd it. I then would put 500 back in. That 500 is now 661. And I took the other remaining money and put it into Parsec. So I took that 250. So look what I did. I took $250. I turned it into 1,000. I then split it and put 500 back into OXT and 500 into PRQ. Which is Parsec. That 500 in Parsec turned into $3,219. So I turned 250 into $4,000 basically, using Orchid and Parsec. I turned 250 into $4,000. Rebase. I'm in Rebase. I cannot understand how much I own. I can't even figure out it. I need someone to help me out. It's all in Cascade right now, so I can't even see what I got. It's all doing its thing. SHR. I got into SHR for about $2,500. At about 19 cents, 0.19. It's at 2.4 now. The 2,500 has turned into $3,159. So shout out to SHR. And then there's synthetics. I got into synthetics at 8 and 10. It's at 16. It would go to 17, but I clearly turned $1,200, $1,500 into $2,400. Sushi. I went into sushi about $2 for not a lot of money. I think I bought 110, so I bought $220 worth of sushi. It's now $800. Theta. I bought $1,200 worth of Theta at about 160. It did go to 250, was really high. It's now at 207. The 1,200 is 1640. I made about $400. VeChain. I got into VeChain for about $2,000 when it was 0.18. It's almost doubled now at 3. Got to go to 3.6. That $2,000 is now $3,300. I'm up 50% in VeChain. Wise token. I put about $600 into Wise. That is now $1,700, and it's staking. XLM. My wife bought XLM when it was like 7 cents. She put 4,442 of them. She didn't buy a lot. It's probably tripled or doubled because she went in at 7 cents. Yeah, she quadrupled her money there. We got into Monero at about $100. Owned 12 Monero. And I sold my XRP for Waves and Sand. And I have YFDAI. I put 2,200 into YFDAI. I put 2,000 into YFDAI. That is staking me, making me 6% a month. On top of it already being $3,800. So that's my kind of... Those are my bags, man. Those are my bags. Those are what I've done. You may have done better. You may have done worse. But honestly, an amazing move. Yeah. So I just kind of gave you all my moves, all my plays, everything that I did. And more to come. More to come. So if you think we're done, there's more to come. Way more to come. So thank you guys so much for watching, man. Had a wonderful time with you guys tonight. Felt really free to be here at night. Usually it's in the morning. Different kind of feeling. Soon we are going to be at 1,000 subscribers. Please help me get 144 subscribers. That's all I need. I get 144 subscribers and we are off to the races. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I love you guys. Crypto is life. And I'm going to be out. I'm glad I joined your stream. Anytime, man. Be safe, guys. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. To the moon, baby.